Hi friends! Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. I know it's been a minute since we did a chatty video, but I've had a few people asking me where I am, what I'm doing. I left a video in June with my goals and I was doing it monthly, but I didn't do one in July and now it's August and people are wondering where I've been. So I'm going to tell you. If you're new here, my name's Sam. I run a vegan blog called samcookskindness.com, and I have this YouTube channel where I share my health journey. I follow a whole food, plant-based vegan diet, no oil, high carb, high volume, low calorie density, and it has led me to significant weight loss that has been sustainable and maintainable since I started 10 months ago, and I basically plan on eating this way forever. So I'm here sharing this with you so you can watch me along my journey and maybe join me. All right, so grab your beverage of choice. I have my iced coffee with soy, and let's start chatting. I want to talk about goal setting and why I didn't really post an update for you guys in July. The first reason is that I was just really busy. You know, life got to me. It was summer. My kids are home right now, and we were busy doing summer stuff, and I just didn't get to post an update. Plus, I was feeling kind of iffy about June. I didn't feel like it went as well as I wanted it to, but we'll get into that soon. And then the other reason that I didn't feel that motivated to post a goal setting session in July was that I'm finding these to be a little repetitive, kind of like everything else. Like my meals are repetitive, a lot of things are repetitive, and it is that like the small, boring, everyday steps that really get to you to your goals. But saying it over and over again here, I'm like, does anybody actually want to hear this? Because my goals don't change a ton every month. So let me know what you think about that. Let me know if you want to hear like little tweaks that I'm making, if these are repetitive to you because they are so similar every single time I make them. Leave a comment. If I didn't say it, like this video, subscribe so you don't miss when I do put updates out, because I love having you here. So, okay, so a June summary. Very quickly, what my goals were that I shared with you in June. Let me remember. I had strength goals, food goals, weight goals. So my strength goals were 9,000 steps every day. I wanted to run 3 times a week. I was trying to stack strength workouts with my runs. I wanted to go to my yoga classes 2 times a week. And then I had these small habits I was building of doing a daily handstand practice and daily crows. So that was June strength goals. They went fine in June. I got my steps mostly every day. I did my runs. I probably didn't do my strengths as much as I wanted to. And I did do my crows and I did do my headstands. However, in July, I cut the handstands. I cut the handstands from my daily habits. It just wasn't, I just didn't want to do it. So, and it wasn't important. It was just something I was doing for fun. So it was something I decided to cut and put to the side. I do continue my daily crows, which is a yoga pose. If you don't know what I'm talking about, the crow pose in yoga. I've been practicing that every day and I have made huge progress with that. I will take some videos at some point and I will share it with you to see my crow progression. I've been trying to take videos as it goes along and I'm feeling very good about them. So I will share. And then, so for June weight goals, the weight goal is always that I just want to see it trend down. And in June, it did not trend down, but it also didn't trend up. In June, I basically just maintained. I fluctuated a little bit, but it just maintained the whole time. And I was okay with that, but I was a little disappointed, honestly. I mean, I want to see the number go down so that eventually I can reach my end goal, or, never really is an end goal, but closer to the direction I want to go, you know. But in July, I did have some weight loss. And so since I talked to you last to now, I'm down about 3 pounds, 3 to 4 pounds ish, for a total weight loss of 24, 25 pounds since October. So over the last 10 months, I've lost about 25-ish pounds, which I'm thrilled over. I cannot even say. So happy. My food goals. I always do 2 pounds of vegetables every day. I focus on starchy things like potatoes to fill me up. And it's really vegetables. I mean, vegetables is the end all be all. Like, for low calorie density eating, you got to eat those veggies, and the starchy food helps you stay full. So it's like the ultimate combo. And I am pretty consistent with that. Okay, so that is basically how June and July went. We're now into August. Like, what is today? I don't even know. The 9th. So we're now pretty far into August, or getting into there, and my schedule is going to change again with school starting back up, and my goals are really the same. So I want to chat a little bit with you about what my general goals are. I'm not going to just say this is for August. For now, I'm going to say that this is until I decide to change or tweak something at this point. And like I was saying, my goals are pretty steady. And I think that is a huge part of making progress and seeing like the results from putting in a continuous, steady input. My progress, I'll show you my chart. I'll pop it up on the screen. You can see it's since I started tracking my weights every single day. You can see how it's a pretty steady downward like angle, and it's because I'm consistent. And that is a really important thing to focus on. If you can't be consistent, you're not going to see the results you want to see. It's going to be, your results are going to be all over the place. So essentially, what my thought process is in this is that I have goals that I want to hit, but I have minimum targets to go along with those goals. So, like, for example, when it comes to my activity, I take a rest day on Sundays, but every other day, so 6 days a week, I'm doing some sort of activity. And it's easiest for me. Some people like to have a regimen, like they go to the gym at this time every single day or whenever it is. For me, because my schedule in general is so like kind of all over the place, because I work around my family. Everybody else's schedule kind of comes before my own schedule most days. But my movement, my exercise is my priority. I will get movement in every single day, except for Sunday when I take a rest, basically. So I'm hitting my step goal and I'm doing some kind of movement. At the beginning of my journey, I set my minimum target for my activity as 20 minutes of walking a day. And that may sound like nothing. And honestly, I think I have defaulted to that only a couple times since I decided that was my minimum goal. So I have a variety of things that I like to do. I go to my yoga classes. I love to run. I try to get my strength in, but I don't follow a schedule. Like, I'm not that type of person that says today's a upper body day in the gym, tomorrow's a leg day. It just never works out for me. When I try to make a schedule like that for myself, I never stick to it. So I had to find something that I can stick to. And so I have my arsenal of things that I pull from. I have my Peloton, I have my treadmill, I have my yoga studio that I go to, I have weights in my basement. So every single day, I decide what I'm doing and I do it. But the thing is, I make sure I get there. I make sure I do it. And it's just at this point so ingrained in me that if I don't move, then I feel it and I notice it in my body. But that's not to say I never miss a day. Sometimes I will miss a day. But I have a coach. I have a health coach that watches everything I'm eating and helps me make sure I'm staying on track. And something we love to say is that we never miss twice. And I live by this. So if one day I miss my step goal, if one day I miss a workout for some reason, the next day, you know I'm doing it. I will never miss twice. And this just helps me stay consistent because I know even if I have an off day, the next day I'm getting right back on. And that's only for exercise. I don't even want to say an off day because I do the same thing with food, except it's not the next day. So, like, if I have something, if I eat something that may not be on plan, I'm not going to beat myself up over it anymore. I used to do that. I don't beat myself up. I just move forward and I eat some vegetables. Like, it doesn't matter what day it is. We don't start on Monday. We start right now. I had a bowl of ice cream. I do not have let that send me into a binge. I eat some vegetables. I eat some fruit to follow it up. You know, you're never going to help yourself by beating yourself up. I'm like, you spend the most time with yourself. The way you talk to yourself and treat yourself matters. And this is so hard. And it was hard for me to figure out how to talk to myself in a better way. But as you're consistent with different things in your life, you kind of build up that confidence in yourself and you learn how to talk to yourself in a better way. And that has been like the biggest change for me, the hugest change, just talking to myself in a positive way and knowing that, oh my God, I ate a piece of toast. That did not ruin my whole entire day. In the past, if I did that, if I was like following a diet plan or something and I ate something off plan, it would be the end of the world. I would go and be like, well, I already messed up. I already ate this piece of bread. I might as well just go eat a whole tub of ice cream or like, you know, all the cheese out of my fridge or something ridiculous. That literally makes no sense now, but that's just how I used to think. So yeah, I kind of went on a tangent there, but I think that it's just consistency. Like, and you have to find something that you can be consistent in. And it's about those little steps. So basically trying to reel myself back in, what I'm trying to say is that when you set goals for yourself, don't make them too big. You have to make them smaller so that you can celebrate yourself and have an easy win. Whether that means putting on your shoes when you wake up in the morning, and that's the first step towards going outside for a walk. That's a win. You put them on. You're on your way to your ultimate goal of going for a walk. Or like, say, I know a lot of people that do go to the gym, and as they were trying to build their gym habit, they made their goal like to just go to the gym, and it doesn't matter what they do there. So they'd show up at the gym and they'd say, okay, I'm here, might as well do something. And they would do something, and then they were feeling it or they were not, and they would leave. Maybe they were there for 5 minutes, but that was a win because their goal was just getting themselves to the building. And that's it. And then eventually that grows into a bigger habit, and you are constantly adding things onto that. But starting small is how you build that consistency. So I have my goals, I have my minimum targets. My activity goal, I just went over with you. My food goal, at this point in my journey, I eat roughly, I don't know, a lot of vegetables. So I have a 2-pound vegetable goal, and I will weigh my vegetables basically until I hit that goal. And then everything else is just bonus. I love vegetables. I eat a ton of vegetables. You guys have seen my daily breakfast, and in that breakfast, I eat a pound of zucchini. So I start my day off with a pound of vegetables already at breakfast time. Lunchtime will range. I will measure at lunchtime as well if I'm home. And I usually have about like 10 ounces to a pound of vegetables at lunchtime as well. So by the time I'm done lunchtime, I'm usually set with my veggies for the day, but it doesn't mean I'm not eating them with dinner because I eat tons and tons of vegetables. But if you're just starting off, that sounds like an huge amount of food. And it is, but it's just what I like. So you find what works for you. If you have to start with a half a pound, if you have to start with just a handful of something at each meal, veggies are your friend. And that's all I have to say about that right now. Um, and I think that's basically it. Those are like my main habits that I have built that have led me to having consistent results. So if I, for example, I was just on vacation last week with my family, and I wasn't going to go crazy like trying to be super healthy and on plan, but I was going to follow my basic habits, which were moving my body and eating my vegetables and my potatoes. So every day I ate those veggies, I ate those potatoes, but then I did enjoy like a drink with my family at the end of the day, or I did enjoy a little bit of Beyond Beef when it was available to me, or things like that. But I always paired those things with my veggies because that's my base habit. I eat my vegetables. End of story. And that has helped me maintain. Like when I came home from vacation, I was only up like about a pound, maybe a little bit less than a pound. And honestly, I count that as a maintenance. So I count that as a win. And really, that's all that there really is to it. Consistency is key. Consistency is the biggest thing. If I could yell it from the rooftops, I would. Consistency and eat your vegetables. So yeah, so these are my goals going forward. I am going to really try to focus on incorporating a little bit more strength because I want those muscles. And I've been feeling I got little baby biceps happening. I feel really good about it, and I want to keep that going. So I will keep that going. I'm doing I'm pretty happy with how things are going. And I would love to know how things are going for you. Are you eating this way? Are you just kind of like curious about how life is this way? And that's why you're watching. Let me know why you watch. Leave a comment below. Let me know if you like this video, if it's too chatty for you. Ooh, if it's too chatty for you, that's fine too. But let me know what you like to see. If you want me to post more what I eat in a day videos, I can do that. I love to show what I eat, but like I said, it's very consistent. I eat a lot of the same things. So let me know if that's boring to you or if it's something that you actually like to see. So like the video, subscribe, leave a comment, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.